What this project does is utterly expose the rot that has infected the construction industry with dodgy union insiders, underworld figures, bikies, gangsters, and some in building firms, big and small, in league, working to make a big buck. Who's paying for it? Well, it's the taxpayer, it's the consumer, it's state and federal governments. Among the covert surveillance vision we've managed to obtain, we can see things like a notorious Hells Angels gangster, Sammy the Turk Erkan, paying a visit to a building company. We understand he was recommended to use this man by the CFMEU, an official inside the CFMEU. We later see Sammy the Turk on a Melbourne street having a couple of meetings. Who is he meeting? He's meeting a union delegate called Tyrone Bell. What does this vision tell us? Well, you can see with your own eyes, a union delegate linked to a bikie gang, meeting a gangster who has union support, who's being pushed onto building companies to solve industry disputes. We can see them together, chatting in a street, seemingly doing business. We've seen two CFMEU officials caught on camera. One of those officials is very viciously threatening to bash, attack, violently put down two men who own a building company on a Victoria state government big build site.
Don't f***ing lie. And you little f***ing germ, you think I won't f*** you up too?
In that same video we see a second senior union official. He's effectively boasting about how the CFMEU controls the biggest contractors on the biggest government jobs in Victoria, and that unless you get CFMEU backing, you won't be getting on key big Victorian government jobs. Critical to lifting the lid on the problems within the CFMEU has been a whistleblower, a senior official within the manufacturing arm of the CFMEU who's gone on camera to expose the thuggery, the intimidation that he says is being pushed by some men and women within the construction wing of the CFMEU. This unionist also exposes quite a terrifying story involving a visit to his personal family home in suburban Melbourne, where a threatening object was left, a bag bearing an insulting term, calling him a dog, left on his driveway, left at night time anonymously. He discovered it in the morning. A review of CCTV showed it was none other than the union boss, John Setka, who left that bag. Clearly an inappropriate act for a union leader to be engaging in, raising even more questions about the culture of fear and intimidation within the CFMEU. Well, the whole range of misconduct and allegations we've uncovered raises really serious questions about organised crime infiltration of the construction sector, of building companies, and of the CFMEU itself. The law enforcement experts, the other experts we've interviewed, the building industry insiders, those in the union, including honest unionists, they want action. They know organised crime and corruption is killing this industry. Yes, some dodgy people are making an utter profit. Yes, dishonest unionists might be thriving now, but that comes at a huge cost. Honest unionists, honest building companies, law enforcement officials want this cleaned up. But who's going to do the cleaning up? The police, state and federal, don't have the ability, interest or resources. The CFMEU, while there's many honest, brave officials within it, the leadership there is lacking. Ultimately, it's up to governments, and in Victoria and New South Wales and federally, Labor governments to take action. It's a huge political test. What will they do to stamp out corruption, organised crime and misconduct in the building industry, in the union sector and in our society? Misconduct that affects us all.